hello. Welcome to the Busy Moms Wellness Show, the show where we share strategies and tips so that you have a healthier, happy you. So, today we're going to be looking at setting achievable financial goals for busy moms. So, it's about financial wellness. As you know, I am not a registered financial expert, but I'm speaking from experience. All right. It's certified wellness coach, midwife for over 15 years, a nurse, and the creator of the Shed to Sexy program. We know that life can be very, very hectic, but taking a moment to look at your financial wellness or looking at your finances can bring peace. And when I say peace, having sound frame of mind, all right, and security for your family, and then also for yourself as well. So what we're going to be exploring is looking at why money matters, um, how to set those achievable financial goals, finding ways to integrate financial planning into your busy schedule and into your busy lifestyle, and also identifying like practical tips or steps for growing your finances as a busy mom. So, first of all, for you to understand the importance of money, you need to recognize the impact that various aspects that money has on our lives. All right. So it's from providing for our families to achieving our dreams. And then, secondly, understanding the significance of gaining control of your finances in reducing stress and building a brighter future. Before I came on maternity leave, I decided to just relinquish all my credit cards. Yeah, I thought there's no need for it. I thought, there could be uses for it sensibly, but I knew that my pay is going to be reduced, and the monthly outgoings is going to be a bit higher for me. So there wouldn't be any need for me to be continually using those credit cards or applying for any. But it was the decision that I had to make. It wasn't easy, but I had to get it done so that I will have a sound frame of mind whilst I'm, you know, on maternity leave, and to cope with the salary that I was getting, I am getting at the moment. So it's really, really important for me to recognize and also understand the importance of money. So what you have to do as a busy mom is understanding that you need to set goals, and the goals are going to be reflecting on your family's values and aspirations to set meaningful financial goals. So if you're with a partner, if it's just you, you cannot just go about town and start spending anyhow. You need to put plans in place of how you're going to spend the money, especially if you're a couple. It's really important for you to have those conversations. Also, understanding that you need to um, break down the big goals into smaller, achievable steps for clarity and achievability. If the goal is huge, you always have the end in mind. What is the end? What do you want to achieve? You don't want to have financial wellness. You don't want to focus on your finances to bring a peace of mind and security. That is the end in mind. For you to get there, you need to set those goals, and you need to make sure that the into smaller bits so that you're able to achieve them. Finding time, it's really, really important to find time for money. So integrating money management tasks into your daily routines. For instance, allocating small pockets of um, time for financial tasks, such as budgeting um, during tea breaks, or goal setting during quiet moments. So I have a uh, financial, what's the name? Um, it's a spreadsheet basically. So I've got a business one and I have um personal one. So I just input in the, the income and then budget so that I know the surplus that I have um within the month or even within the week and how much I can go out and spend on myself and then the children. So that is how I do it. But I've made it clear I've separated business from personal finances, and that also gives me peace of mind as well. And it's great now that we have a lot of busy moms that have got um, um, that I've got other businesses on the side whilst working full time, or those ones that are working for themselves. It's really, really important for you to have that sort of spreadsheet so that you're able to account for those finances. You know how much is going in, how much is coming out. The payment for the apps, anything towards you running your business effectively. And at home, obviously, we're running the home, so we need to make sure that we have the budget templates so that we're able to see what's going out, what's coming in, and how much surplus we have at the end of the month. So you need to take action, and the action that you're going to take will be prioritizing your financial goals based on the importance and its urgency. As I said, I made mention of credit cards that I stopped using. Um, so if you're in debt, you also have to allocate certain amount of money to go towards clearing the debt. Okay. And sometimes it's really important that you do not always just pay the minimum payment that they've calculated for you, but you put a little extra once you've done your budget so that you're able to and clear the debts off slowly. Also, you can access debt management companies, and I know some employers, like the NHS, some trusts offer those services as well. So if you're just try and find out from your employer if they have those services, if so that you can consolidate all your debts into one and then pay off slowly, so that on a monthly basis rather than having different cards that you're trying to clear off and you spend like £500. Once you go through that and then they help you to do your budgets and everything, they see how much is going in, how much is coming out. They are able to come to a figure that's affordable for you. Obviously, it will take quite a longer time, years for you to clear it, but at least that also helps you to have that peace of mind and security for your family as well. So make sure that you check with your employer if they do offer that financial service. Also, as I've said, your actions, breaking down the goals into smaller, specific tasks that are achievable, with deadlines for accountability. Um, and listen, don't feel so uh, basically celebrate every small victories along the way to stay motivated and stay on track. Okay. So if it's, you've done your budget and you know that this is the amount that I need to spend, and within that week or the day, how much, whatever amount that you set for yourself, you've been able to do that, celebrate. Celebrating doesn't mean that you have to go again and spend money. Celebrating is just literally, you could, have a goddess bath. Celebrating is just giving a pat on the back. Celebration is sharing with your partner, and telling all your husband and telling them, actually, this month, this week, today, I was able to stay within my means. But make sure that you're doing that as you go along, so that that will also motivate you more to achieve and get you to achieve the financial goals that you've set yourself. And I want to share something quickly with you as well. Now that soon I'll be returning back to work on a full-time basis, nursery, it's also coming on the agenda. So I had to inquire, and it's all about preparation. Well, if you prepare in time, you can go to the nurseries and pay visits, have a look at the environment, the curriculum, the travel time, is it closer to work? How effective will that work for you? All these things you have to make sure that you're taking them into consideration. Um, and see, because now the nursery fees excruciating. So the average that I got to know today, it's 1,400 and I think £16 a month for a full time for a 9-month old. So that goes back to, going back to the drawing board, budgeting again. When I go back to work, full time, nursery, and then the girls, after school club, the time, the working time. So all these conversations, I've previously had conversations with my employer and my manager of, the plans that I've done. Can I do compressed hours, or you can do flexible working, or is it reduced hours? All those things I've sat down, had a discussion, because I knew that I would be going back to work. And doing this, it's giving me peace of mind. It's making me a bit relaxed. The money, it's quite a lot, but hey ho, you know. Um, but at least I've planned. So I know that if I'm going to get this amount of money, salary a month, this is how I'm going to spend it. This is the surplus, you know. So all these things. But if you decide to put it aside until the day comes, you're going to be stressed, and then you go back to work. And also remember that once they start nursery, they're not going to be immediately settle in, because that's not their normal routine, even though they give them some days with you around, so that they settle in with you, not far away from the nursery, so that they slowly, surely settle into the routines in the nursery. So you need to make sure that you are having all these discussions. You are planning ahead, so when the time comes, it's easier on you. I'm not saying that it's going to be a straightforward for you to leave your 9-month old, or even a 6-month old, other nursery or other childminders. It's not going to be easy, but for you to be more relaxed, and for you to be um, a healthier, happier version of yourself, it's always great for you to start preparing before the day comes for you to go. So I know how much that nursery costs, and yes, it's going to hurt, but it needs to be done. Okay. So if you haven't done that, and you are a mother and you're hearing me, whether you've started already, or you're going to go back to work, just have a think, speak to other moms how they did it, speak to your employer, your manager, and see how they can support you, and have all those discussions with your husband or partner as well, and see how both of you can cope. The last thing we want is you stressing yourself, having depression and anxiety, which wouldn't be great for your health, but obviously would be impacting on your child or children, and your partner or husband, and your family as well. So make sure that you're taking this tips to heart, and working on them, and taking those actionable steps, which hopefully in the future it would help you to be have the peace of mind about your finances, and security for yourself and your family. Okay. So I will come again your way next week, Wednesday at 11 a.m. GMT. And have a blessed day. Enjoy yourself. Bye.